We have been tracking just a few showers, mainly throughout some of our northern communities, areas near the tip of the Mid, the Straits, going into eastern upper. Farther south into our central counties, it's been a mostly dry day, but where we have been seeing the rain, temperatures a little bit cooler in the 50s. For this time of year in June, a little bit of a shock to the system, but here's a look at what we're tracking as we're getting into the upcoming weekend. Still for the same spots a little bit farther north, we'll hold on to that shower chance into early Saturday morning. For all the dads out there into your Sunday for Father's Day, things are still looking on the drier side, so that'll be some good news into the second half of your weekend. Early snapshot of going into next week is going to be looking a little bit warmer. We're probably going to be bringing back some more humidity as well, but when you add the heat and humidity, it also does give us the chance not only for some rain, but could even have a few more pop-up thunderstorms. So that will be something else to keep in mind into next week. Let's talk about Futurecast the rest of this evening. Notice where that fine band of rain continues to set up. Areas right there near the tip of the Met going towards the Straits. I think that's going to be the best coverage. We talk about it for the rest of your Friday. Notice farther south of M55, I think it's still going to be a mostly dry rest of our Friday. So that's what we'll have out there for you, at least for the rest of today. Past midnight, even getting into 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, Saturday, still the chances there for a few of those lingering showers. But notice the trends as we're going later into the afternoon towards the lunch hour and getting into the second half of our Saturday. I think we are going to talk about at least our fair share of some dry time. Notice, though, this is later getting into the day on Saturday. This model run, or at least this particular run, trying to give us a few more spotty chances for some showers late Saturday night getting into Sunday. I think this is mainly just going to be an increase in the cloud cover as we're going into late Saturday night, early Sunday. So overall, partly to even at times mostly cloudy skies as we're getting overnight into the beginning of your Sunday morning. Despite that spotty chance, still thinking we're going to have plenty of dry time for you as we're going into the next few days. Let's go ahead and talk about rainfall as we're going into the next few days. And really, notice that concentration of where you're talking about the better chance from everything we've already seen on top of what you already got. And then still for tonight, getting into at least the first half of tomorrow, areas right there from Petoskey going towards Mackinac City. You still could talk about maybe a few more tenths of an inch by the time we're getting into tomorrow afternoon. Let's go ahead and get your live weather stations out there right now. Pickford, you're still talking about numbers a little bit cooler, where we have been seeing a little bit more of that rain, 55 degrees, but you compare that to areas a little bit farther off to the south. Let's go ahead and talk about that into McBain. Still talking about numbers there in the mid-60s. Current temperature sits right now at 65, southeast wind at about 4 miles per hour. There's where you'll go for the overnight period tonight, at least for June standards, a little bit on the cooler side for the overnight lows. Low 50s, if not still, including our fair share of some mid-40s as we're going into the overnight period. There's a look at our temperatures as we take you into a Saturday. Eastern upper tip of the Mid, still your fair share of some 60s. Still the chance again for a spotty chance as we're going throughout the morning hours. I know we've been talking about these rain chances throughout most of the week. We're not talking about any washouts, but still a stray shower for the morning, not completely out of the question. Western lower, we'll include it for you as well. Still thinking we're going to have as much dry time as we can throughout the late afternoon into the evening. Temperatures here back into the 70s going into the afternoon hours. Still holding on to that morning early chance. It's a mostly dry Saturday. Still talking about numbers eastern lower closer to Lake Huron. More 60s, if not again some low 70s as we take you farther inland. If we have more dry time as we're taking you into the day on Saturday, we will find that in our central counties with your temperatures here getting back into the mid-70s by the afternoon. There it is into the next 7 days. I still think most of our Father's Day will trend dry, but the active pattern, that's going to continue. As we go into next week, plenty of chances for some rain as we take you past the weekend, Adam, and temperatures still a little warmer, 70s, if not some 80s, with more humidity.